But did you see that Bella Thorne was getting some backlash from her people?
Yeah, dude, because she did the 2 million, and then I guess the backlash is they changed like the.
We have it as a current event. Apparently, what happened was there's an option on OnlyFans to do a pay-per-view, and so for whatever the cost is, you can buy a pay-per-view and see whatever that thing is. So it's like on top of your subscription, you can buy this extra thing. And she was saying that she was gonna post nude photos of herself on the pay-per-view, charging $200 for it. People asked her, so when you say nude photos, you mean nude? Because I guess her OnlyFans feed was more of like her Instagram photos, where it's like provocative photos, not nude photos. And people want to see her nude, so they paid the extra $200 on top of their subscription.
Jesus.
And then she ended up the pay-per-view. Yes.
So 200 one time you see this.
One time, yeah.
And what ended up?
I don't know
Details. Carry on.
But what ended up happening is she didn't post a naked photo on there. She scammed a bunch of people. A bunch of people then asked OnlyFans for a refund. They couldn't afford to do the whole payout, and so a bunch of policies then changed because Bella Thorne didn't post nude photos.
But so can you do that to somebody? Like,
wouldn't that be fraud?
Yeah, can you promise something, I guess, and not deliver?
I don't think so. Well, I'm sure OnlyFans is like, wait, what? Someone promised nudes and didn't do it?
Mm-hmm.
So OnlyFans like, who would do this? Because all you're doing is killing your own career.
She single-handedly fucked sex workers. How did she do that?
Because now, before you could tip however much you wanted, and now the tip is capped at $100, and the price for a pay-per-view is now $50.
And then also because they pay $200 and then also $50. Well, people are like, oh, I'm not seeing her titties and bush. I want my money back. So OnlyFans go, it's gonna take $30 to get your money back instead of $7 now. I guess
it's actually what's happening.
Is that right?
No,
I don't know shit about OnlyFans.
So what I read was people on OnlyFans, the creators now, usually they had a week to cash out from the last week's
so they get paid basically every Friday.
Yeah, every Friday they'll get paid, but now it's going to be once a month.
So she fucked some people.
Yeah, and she came out and she tried to say that she was only really on OnlyFans, not necessarily to make money, but to end the stigma of sex workers. She's doing research for a movie.
But did you hear the director of the movie?
Yeah, the director of the movie was like, I'm not making a movie with her about OnlyFans. I have no idea what she's talking about.
She's kind of fucked, right?
The monthly thing
unless she posts a naked picture and fully redeems herself. That's all you got to do.
Yeah, but even then, the new policies are in place for all these sex workers, so you can't get the same type of payments you were getting before.
She can just refund the money to people. I mean, that is a possibility. I mean,
well, that's what they're going to do, but it's going to take a hot second.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't understand why promise the $200.
She thought she was going to get away with a scam.
Without sending a fucking nude pic?
It's a straight up scam.
If they paid for it?
By the way, I'm just putting it out there, OnlyFans. I would 100% go straight nuts out for $1 million for the month. Zero doubt about it. If you're saying in a month,
I'll jack off on OnlyFans.
Me too. If you say $1 million,
I will jack off once a month.
Yep, without
hard.
I'm gonna do it anyways.
Hard lighting. I'll make sure there's good lighting.
Yeah,
Chin will film it.
You know what? Let's get a 4-camera shoot.
Cat's feet will be in the back like this.
I think if you're gonna put up 4 cameras, I think one just for the face,
multicam. Yeah, one's gonna edit it together.
I think you do a camera from under so people can get the from under shot.
$200 to watch, $250 to finish, money shot.
Yeah, I like that, man.
Although there's limits now, right?
I mean, not necessarily on the content you put out, but the limits on monetarily.
What would be the lowest amount you would have to make for the month for that to happen?
$1 million.
$1 million?
God, dude, I got kids and they're young.
Yeah, I got old kids who've seen my dick.
So you're good.
I've walked around the house naked because I forgot they were in the house.
The other thing is I'd lose every gig I have if Showtime's like, you're jacking off for $1 million?
Yeah.
Like, I think so, guys.
Yeah.
They'd be like, we're going to have to separate our ways. I'd lose every part of my business.
I don't have a gig that I would lose, so I'm going to put it out there.
You would do it.
100% for $1 million.
Hard. Would you have sex with your wife on there?
Nah.
$5 million.
Not
$5 million.
But yeah.
Hear me out here. Okay. $5 million.
Hear me out here.
Once a month. That's...
Hear me out here.
That's $60 million a year.
Okay, hear me out here.
$60 million?
I would have to ask her, obviously.
We're gonna blur out her face.
but people are still gonna know it's her because it's
We're gonna blur out her face.
But here's my thing. Like, I don't know if 60 mil is worth what follows that for her.
Scrutiny.
I don't mind whatever anybody says. That I don't. None of it. What?
All right. What about this?
None of it
What about 10 mil or 5 mil a month, but you have sex with somebody else with your wife? If you're like, hey, I'm gonna make 60 mil, but I have to fuck somebody else on.
I'm again because I think that ends up, whether she thinks it'll be fine or not, that ends up ruining my marriage, and that's not worth it to me.
All right, you can wear a mask.
But she still knows I'm fucking somebody else, right?
Your wife does.
Yeah, so that's going to ruin the marriage. So I think that's not. But I will say this: I would for sure. And the other reason I don't want to have sex, I don't want people critiquing the way I fuck. You know what I mean?
Are you gonna read the comments?
I'd have to.
No,
I'd have to if I'm
No
fucking.
way. First of all,
What's worse?
Think of the creep.
What's
who's
worse,
gonna
dude?
pay to watch it and then leave a comment?
What's worse, reading the comments from your comedy special or from somebody watching you fuck?
Probably watching you fuck. Dude, you gotta be because you can leave a comment for a special anywhere. To pay, like it's like a hater in your Patreon.
Yeah, but you know what it is.
Like,
for
can
me?
you imagine someone paying and then leaving a comment? You're like, but dude, you hate on me. You paid me $200. You're a special kind of hater.
Here's the thing, though. Like, this is gonna sound weird, but my comedy is almost more personal. Do you know what I mean? Like,
100%.
If you,
But also, there's not like, like if I watch porn, this guy's a professional.
Yeah.
I'm not like, God, how do you do that? Like, there's not much
sometimes
to
I am.
critique.
Sometimes
There's not
I'm like,
much to
what?
critique.
The dick bend like that?
Yeah, but it's not like,
The only time I ever go, what? Is every now and then when you watch a porn and like the dude has a serious bend, like to the right or left in his dick. I'm like, well, how's that gonna fit? Like, I was pretty good at those games as a
I'm more
kid.
curious with the girl. I'm like, God, how can she take all
Yeah,
that?
like, is that coming directly out the side of her body?
Yeah, some of them, like, how are we going to do this?
Yeah, like, and sometimes,
I'm not even
honestly,
horny. I'm just trying to figure it out.
this is the difference between me as a young man and an older person watching it. Sometimes, like the size of the dick, I'm doing math. I'm like, well, that has to be up near her sternum.
Yeah, some of it.
Like that, how is that?
There's no way.
Where is that going?
How are we gonna do this?
Where does that go?
And then sometimes the dick's so big, it's like it's like so big where there's just not enough blood to fill that thing up.
Yeah,
so
dude.
It's hard at the base, but then at the front, and so he has to guide it in. I'm like, wow, it's like a horse dick. When I get off stage at the Laugh Factory, right away you go, bro, I figured out what you look like. I'm like, what? This is in front of a bunch of other comics. I'm like, what? You're like, you look like a Rottweiler who got his shit together.
Oh, you do, bro. Yeah.
Come on, man.
I'm just saying, dude.
Grab that mic, son.
You do. Look, bro, look.